Hey, welcome again with a new video. In this video, we are going to learn some questions on Constitution of India. First question: how many fundamental duties are in the Indian Constitution? Correct answer is 11. Next question: which of the following is not provided in the Constitution? The correct answer is Planning Commission. Next question: number of schedules in Indian Constitution. The correct answer is 12. Next question: Article 370 of Indian Constitution deals with which state of India? The right answer is Jammu and Kashmir. Next question: when were the fundamental duties incorporated in the Constitution? The right answer is 1976. Fundamental duties incorporated in the Constitution is 1976. Next question: age for voting was reduced from 21 years to 18 years by which constitutional amendment? Very important question. The correct answer is 61st Amendment Act. Next question: the National Commission for Minorities. The National Commission for Minorities was constituted in the year. In which year? The correct answer is 1992. Next question: the Indian Constitution has been divided into how many chapters? Very important again. We all know the correct answer is 22 chapters. Indian Constitution has 22 chapters. Next question: who is the Constitution head of India? Who is the Constitution head of India? The correct answer is President. The President is the Constitution head of India. Next question: provisions of citizenship in Indian Constitution became applicable in which year? Provisions of citizenship in Indian Constitution became applicable in 1950. Next question: how many parts does the Indian Constitution contain? How many parts? This is parts. That question is related to chapters. The correct answer is 25. Don't be confused. Next question: the Constitution of India was framed by whom? Constituent Assembly. Second option, Constituent Assembly. Next question: how many schedules are there in our Constitution? How many schedules are there in our Constitution? 12, 11, 10 and 8. The correct answer is 12. 12 schedules are there in our Constitution. Next question: how many fundamental rights are there in Indian Constitution? How many fundamental rights are there? We all know the correct option is 3. The correct answer is 6. Next question: who is the father of Indian Constitution? Very important question. As we all know, none other than Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Next question: the National Commission for Minorities was constituted in the year of? The National Commission for Minorities question, constituted in which year? 1992. Next question: the Indian Constitution has been divided into. The question is repeated, but no problem. It's like a revision to us. So the correct answer already we know. 22 chapters we have. Next question: Article 1 of the Constitution declares India as. Article 1 of the Constitution declares India as what? Union of States. Option 4. Union of States. Next question. Constitution of India came into force in which year? Constitution of India came into force in which year? The right answer, as we all know, 1950. As per Indian Constitution, the right to property is a dash. According to our Indian Constitution, right to property is what? The correct answer is legal right. We have a legal power to have a property. Who is the final authority to interpret the Constitution? Who has the authority finally to interpret the Constitution? The one and only Supreme Court has the authority. Which article of Indian Constitution defines a money bill? Which article defines a money bill in our Indian Constitution? Correct answer is Article 110. Option A, 110. Next question. List of fundamental duties were added to the Indian Constitution as part. The correct answer. Read the question again, and the correct answer is 4. Option 1. Next question. According to the Indian Constitution, who has the power to declare emergency? According to the Indian Constitution, who has the power to declare emergency? The correct option and answer is President. Option 2. Next question. Which article of the Constitution deals with money bills? Money bills. Already this question is repeated. We all know Article 110. If the question is repeated, think like it is a revision. The concept of Constitution first originated in. The concept of Constitution first originated in which country? The correct answer is Britain. Britain. The Constitution of India contains how many articles? How many articles does the Constitution of India? Correct option and answer is 395 articles. Option 2. 395. Which of the following is not a fundamental right? Which of the following is not a fundamental right? The correct answer is right to property. Option 2 is not a fundamental right. Which is the highest law of the land? Which is the highest law of the land? The correct answer is Indian Constitution. The correct answer is Indian Constitution. Next question. Which country's constitution is the world's longest constitution? Which country's constitution is the world's longest? Important question. Our own constitution, that is India. Next question. The final authority to interpret our constitution is. It is a repeated question again. Who is the final authority to interpret our constitution? None other than Supreme Court. Next question. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights? Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights? Part 3. Part 3 deals with fundamental rights. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution provides for the financial provisions? Which article of the Indian Constitution provides for the financial provision? The correct answer is Article 360. Article 360. Next question. The right to vote in election to a parliament is a dash. The correct answer is constitutional right. We have constitutional right to vote in the elections. Next question. The 73rd Amendment of the Indian Constitution deals with 73rd Amendment. Very important question. 73rd Amendment deals with Panchayati Raj. Panchayati Raj. Next question. Which of the following is an extra constitutional agency? Other than constitution, this agency is an extra one. The correct one is Niti Aayog. Fourth option, Niti Aayog. Fundamental duties were added to the constitution by which amendment? Fundamental duties were added by this amendment. What is the amendment? 42nd Amendment. Fundamental duties are added. Next question. Article 1 of the Constitution of India declares India to be a. This is again repeated question. We all know Union of States. Union of States is the correct answer. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution abolishes untouchability? Important question. Which article abolishes untouchability? The correct answer is 17. 17, untouchability. Fundamental duties were added to the Constitution by. Again repeated question. Fundamental duties were added to the Constitution by 42nd Amendment. 42nd Amendment. Next question. Which of the following is not a constitution body? Which of the following is not a constitution body? Planning Commission. Remaining are all related to constitution body. Planning Commission is not related to constitution body. Concept of welfare state in Indian Constitution is included in. Concept of welfare state in Indian Constitution is included in Directive Principles of State Policy. Directive Principles of State Policy. Next question. The Article 17 and 18 of Constitution provide. The Article 17 and 18 of Constitution provide. The correct option answer is social equality. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution provides free legal aid and equal justice? Free legal aid and equal justice. The correct answer is 39A. 39A. Next question. As per Indian Constitution, the right to property is a what? According to the Indian Constitution, right to property is legal right. It is illegal to have a property. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution abolishes untouchability? It is a repeated question again. The correct answer, as we know before, the correct answer, what is the correct answer? 17. 17 is untouchability. The United Kingdom is a classic example of what? United Kingdom is a classic example of constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy is the correct answer. In India, legal sovereignty is vested with. In India, legal sovereignty is vested with. The correct answer is the Constitution. Next question. Who interpreted the Constitution? Who interpret the Constitution? It is a repeated question, but the question is asked in a different way. Who interpret finally? Supreme Court. Supreme Court comes under judiciary. Next question. Which of the following language is not included in 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution? Which of the following language is not included in 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution? The correct answer is Bhojpuri. Next question. Provision of single citizenship in the Indian constitution is borrowed from which constitution? From where we borrowed provision of single citizenship? We borrowed it from British. We borrowed it from British. Next question. Who is considered as the father of Indian constitution? As we all know, none other than Bhimrao Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar is the correct answer for this. Next question. Which one of the following schedules of the Constitution of India contains provisions regarding anti-defection? The correct answer is 10th schedule. Next question. Which of the following article of Indian Constitution is related to the appointment of Attorney General? Which article decides appointment of Attorney General of India? Article 76. Important question. Next question. The citizenship is mentioned in which of the following parts of the Indian Constitution? In which of the Indian Constitution the citizenship is mentioned? Part 2. The correct answer is Part 2. Next question. How many articles were there originally in the Constitution of India? It is a repeated question again. How many articles are there? The correct answer is option 1, 395. Next question. In which year an amendment was made for Panchayati Raj to receive constitutional status? The correct answer is 1992. 1992 is the correct answer. Next question. Under which article of the Indian Constitution have the citizens been given fundamental rights? Fundamental rights have been given to the citizens from Article 12 to 35. Next question. The 9th schedule of the Constitution of India was added by the Dash Act. First Amendment Act is the correct answer. Next question. According to which article of the Indian Constitution the President can be impeached? The President can be impeached by which article? Article number 61. Next question. The process of amendment has been mentioned in which part of the Indian Constitution? The process of amendment has been mentioned in part 20. We can see in part 20. Next one. The idea of concurrent list has been taken from the Constitution of which country? Concurrent list. This idea we have taken from Australia. Next question. Which amendment act of the Indian Constitution has been called mini constitution? We call this amendment act as mini constitution, that is 42nd. Very important question again. Next one. Which article of the Indian Constitution is related to joint session of Parliament? The correct answer is 108. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution contains the fundamental duties? We can see fundamental duties in Article 51A. We can see fundamental duties in 51A. Which constitution amendment reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years? Which amendment decreased the voting age? The correct answer is 61. Next one. According to the Constitution of India, which of the following is enforceable in the court? Enforceable in the court is fundamental rights. Correct answer is fundamental rights. Next question. Which of the following Constitutional Amendment Act is known as mini constitution? It is a repeated question again. We all know the correct answer, that is important. 42nd Amendment Act. Next question. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the articles on elections? On elections. The part is 15. Option 3. 15. Elections part is 15. The anti-defection law is contained in which schedule of the Indian Constitution? The anti-defection law is contained. The correct answer is 10th. 10th. Next one. Article 51A of the Indian Constitution deals with which of the following matter? The question is asked in a different way. The correct answer is fundamental duties comes under 51A. Next one. Which article of the Indian Constitution defines the duties of the Chief Minister? We can see the duties of Chief Minister in Article 167. 167 is the right answer. Next one. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with center-state financial relations? We can see in part 12 about center and state financial relations. Next one. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with fundamental rights? Already repeated one. Part 3. Fundamental rights are in part 3 of Indian Constitution. Next one. Which of the following countries have an unwritten constitution? Unwritten constitution. The correct answer is UK. United Kingdoms. They have unwritten constitution. Next one. Who is the final authority to interpret the constitution? Again the repeated question. Who interpret? Supreme Court or judiciary. The question may ask in a different way. Next question. Who is considered the architect of the Indian Constitution? Father of the Indian Constitution, architect of the Indian Constitution. Whatever the question is, the answer will be always one, that is Bhimrao Ambedkar. Next question. 11th schedule of the Constitution of India is related to? 11th schedule of the Constitution of India is related to Panchayati Raj. Panchayati Raj is related to 11th schedule. Next question. In which year fundamental duties were incorporated in our Constitution? Fundamental duties. 1976. 1976 fundamental duties. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution abolished the practice of untouchability? Again repeated. These are all important questions. We all know. Untouchability. The correct answer is Article 17. Next question. Who is the final authority to interpret the Constitution? Again repeated question. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is Supreme Court or judiciary. Okay. Now let's see. Next question. Who is called the soul of Indian Constitution? Who is the soul or who is called the soul of Indian Constitution? Don't be confused. The correct answer is preface. Preface, we call this as the soul of the Indian Constitution. Important question. Next question. In which year was the National Development Council constituted? National Development Council constituted in 1952. 1952 is the correct answer. Next question. Which article of the Constitution provides for the impeachment of a judge of the Supreme Court? The question is repeated, but it is a little different one. The correct answer is 124. 124 article. Next question. Which of the following article of the Indian Constitution gives the right to education? Important question. Right to education. The correct article is Article 21A. 21A, not 21. 21A is the correct answer. Don't be confused. Next question. Which article of Indian Constitution defines the money bill? Repeated question. Money 110. 110. Money bill 110. Remember this. Money bill comes under 110 article. Next question. Name the body which framed the Constitution of India. Name the body which framed the Constitution of India. The correct answer is Constituent Assembly. Constituent Assembly is the body that framed the Constitution of India. Next question. Which of the following article is related to the amendment of Constitution? Which of the following article is related to the amendment of Constitution? The correct answer is 368. Article 368 is related to the amendment of Constitution. Next question. In which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is the finance bill mentioned? Where is the finance bill mentioned? Money related bill or finance bill, these are all comes under 110. 110 means money or finance. Next question. Office of CAG or CAG in the Indian Constitution has been borrowed from which country? Important question. From where we borrowed CAG, Office of CAG? The correct answer is Britain. Britain. Next question. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution gives power of the writ jurisdiction to the Supreme Court of India? The correct answer is 32. Article 32. Next question. To address and send messages to Legislative Assembly is constitutionally governs. Right, power, function, duty, skip. It is a right. It is a right to address and send messages to Legislative Assembly. Next question. In the Indian Constitution, the section on citizenship draws inspiration from which country's constitution? From where we draws inspiration? The correct answer is UK, United Kingdoms. Which schedule of Indian Constitution deals with the division of powers between the Union and states? Division of powers between unions and states is 7th schedule. 7th schedule is the correct answer. Next question. The right to vote is in which article of the Indian Constitution? Right to vote is in which article of the Indian Constitution? The correct answer is 326. 326 article. Next question. Which part of the Constitution lists the fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution? Which part of the Constitution lists? Constitution list is in which part? Part 3. It is a repeated question. Part 3 is the correct answer. Next question. Which constitutional amendment brought the Panchayat Raj system in existence? Panchayat Raj amendment comes into existence from the 73rd amendment. 73rd amendment. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution is related to joint session of Parliament? Related to joint session of Parliament, joint session is 108, Article 108. Important question. Next one. How many times has the preamble to the Constitution of India been amended? How many times the preamble to the Constitution of India been amended? The exact answer is option 3, that is one time only. One time only. Important question. Next one. Which article is the Constitution provides freedom to manage religious affairs? Which article Constitution provides freedom to manage religious affairs is 26, Article 26. Next question. Which article of the Constitution defines the term state in Indian context? Article number 12. Article number 12 defines the term state in Indian context. Next question. The right to property was deleted from the list of the fundamental rights by which amendment or constitutional act? Which constitutional act? 44th Constitutional Act, the right to property was deleted. 44. Next one. Article 360 to Constitution in India deals with the provisions at 2. The correct answer is financial emergencies. Article 360, financial emergencies. Next question. Which of the following article of the Indian Constitution gives the right to education? Right to education comes under 21A. Right to education, Article 21A. Next question. In the Indian Constitution, as per fundamental rights, abolition of untouchability is a dash. Abolition of untouchability is right to equality. Right to equality. Next one. Which article of the Indian Constitution defines the duties of Chief Minister? Duties of Chief Minister comes under 167 article. We can see the duties of Chief Minister in Article 167. Next question. Which article of Indian Constitution is related to joint session of Parliament? Joint session of Parliament, already it is a repeated question, that comes under 108. 108 joint. 8 joint. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution mentions of financial emergencies? Financial emergencies comes under 360th article. Option 1. 360. Next question. The Constitution of India was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on which date and year? The correct answer is 26th of November 1949. Second option. Next question. The Constitution of India recognizes the right to water as being a part of right to what? The correct answer is life. Right to life. Next question. Fundamental rights are enumerated in which part of the Indian Constitution? The correct answer is 3. Part 3. We can see fundamental rights in part 3. Next question. Under Article 356, constitutional emergency is otherwise called as state emergency and national emergency, both 1 and 3. Next question. How many articles were there originally in the Constitution of India? Repeated question again. The correct answer is option 1, that is 395. We have 395 articles in our Constitution of India. Next question. Which of the following articles states that there shall be a president of India in Indian Constitution? We can see this one in Article 52. Article 52 tells us about the President of India. Next question. Which constitution amendment reduced the voting age? A repeated question. The age reduced to 18 from 21. The correct answer is 61st. Option 3, 61 amendment. Next question. The Article 17 and 18 of Constitution provides, again repeated question and important, this comes under social equality. Article 17 and 18 comes under social equality. Next question. Number of schedules in Indian Constitution. How many schedules are there in Indian Constitution? Those are 12. 12 schedules are there in Indian Constitution. Next question. Indian Constitution was amended for the first time in 1951. 1951. That was the first time it was amended. Next one. Who is the Constitution head of India? Who is the Constitution of head of India? It is President of India. President of India is the Constitution of head of India. Next question. Who is the sovereign in India? Who is the sovereign in India? Option 4. Constitution itself is the sovereign of India or in India. Next question, important one this is, remember. Next question. Indian Constitution was amended for the first time, repeated question, in 1951. Came into force in 1950, was amended for the first time in 1951. So remember. Next question. The Article 17 and 18, again repeated question, social equality. Social equality comes under Article 17 and 18. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with amendment procedure? Amendment procedure. The correct answer is 368. 368. Article 368. Next question. Constitution of India came into force in, just now we discussed this question. Constitution of India came into force in 1950 and the first amendment that had happened in 1951. Next question. Who is the guardian of fundamental rights enumerated in Indian Constitution? Who is the guardian for this fundamental rights? The correct answer is Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the guardian. Next question. Which article of the Constitution provides freedom to manage religious affairs? Religious affairs comes under 26th article. Religious affairs. Article 26. Next question. The concept of marital law has been borrowed in India from where? We borrowed marital law from the English common law. Option 4. Next question. Who proposed the preamble before the drafting committee of the Constitution? Who proposed it? Who proposed the preamble? The correct option on 1 answer is Jawaharlal Nehru. Next question. The Constitution of India borrowed the scheme of Indian Federation from the Constitution of where? Indian Federation comes from, or the borrow the scheme of Indian Federation from Canada. Next question. Who is the guardian of the fundamental rights enumerated in the Indian Constitution? Again repeated question. Supreme Court guards the fundamental rights. Supreme Court is the correct answer. Next question. Who interprets the constitution? Judiciary, nothing but Supreme Court again. So it is a repeated question. Many times we learned this question. We learned it already. Next question. Article 1 comes under Union of States. Article 1 of the Constitution deals India as Union of States. Next question. Which constitutional amendment reduced age from 21 to 18? Repeated question again. 61. 21 to 18 reduced from 61. So 61 amendment is the important one. Next question. Article 51A of the Indian Constitution deals with which of the following matter? 51A comes under what? Fundamental duties. 51A fundamental duties. Next question. Anti-defection law is given in which schedule of the Indian Constitution? Anti-defection law is given in which schedule of Indian Constitution? The correct answer is 10th schedule. 10th schedule, anti-defection law. According to the Constitution, which of the following is enforceable in the court? Enforceable in the court is fundamental rights. Fundamental rights is the correct answer. Next question. Which article lays down the procedure for the amendment for the Indian Constitution? Which article lays down the procedure for the amendment? Article 368, option 1 is the correct answer. Next question. Right to emergency medical aid is A. Right to medical emergency. Emergency medical aid is what? The correct answer is fundamental right. Fundamental right. Next question. How many fundamental duties are included in Indian Constitution? How many fundamental duties are included in Constitution? 11. Correct answer is 11. Next question. Right to vote and to be elected in India is a what? Right to vote and to be elected in India is a what? Constitutional right. Correct answer is constitutional right. Next question. The source of authority of the Indian Constitution is? The source of authority of the Indian Constitution is the people of India. The people of India. Next question. List of fundamental duties were added to the Indian Constitution as part dash. List of fundamental duties were added to the Indian Constitution as part of 4. Option is 4. Next one. How many fundamental duties are in the Indian Constitution? Fundamental duties, how many are there? 11. Correct answer is 11 fundamental duties are there in Indian Constitution. Next question. According to the Indian Constitution, who has the power to declare emergency? Who has the power to declare emergency according to the Indian Constitution? The President of India. So answer is President. Next one. Which article of Indian Constitution deals with amendment procedure? Amendment procedure article is 368 article. 368. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution provides for uniform civil code for the citizens? Uniform civil code for the citizens. correct answer is Article 44. Next question. Which article of Indian Constitution declares Devanagari Hindi as an official language of India? 343. Very important question. 343. Next question. Which article of the Indian Constitution provides for the institution of Panchayati Raj? It is already discussed. Article 40 comes under Panchayati Raj. Article 40. Next question. How many types of emergencies have been envisaged under the Indian Constitution? How many types of emergencies are there? The correct answer is 3. 3 types of emergencies have been envisaged. Next question. The Constitution of India provides for an election commission under which article? The Constitution of India provides for an election commission. Answer is 324. 324. Next question. Which article of Indian Constitution provides an advisory jurisdiction to the Supreme Court? Who provides an advisory jurisdiction to the Supreme Court? Article 143. Next question. In the Indian Constitution, the right to equality is granted by following articles. The question is asked in a different way. The correct answer is 14 to 18th articles. Next question. 11th schedule of the Constitution of India is related. What is the 11th schedule? Panchayati Raj. Panchayati Raj is under 11th schedule. Next question. What is the main difference between fundamental rights and the directive principles of state policy? What is the main difference? The main difference is judicial protection. Next question. Finance Commission is constituted. Finance Commission is constituted once in 5 years. Once in 5 years. Next question. In which schedule of the Indian Constitution powers of panchayats are stated? In which schedule of the Indian Constitution powers of panchayats are stated? The correct answer is 11th schedule. Next question. Which article of the Constitution deals with fundamental duties? Deals with fundamental duties. The correct answer is Article 51A. Article 51A comes under fundamental duties.